Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week's poll round up in a 50-50 split, so thanks to the two people that voted, we're going to do a coin flip to see what we're talking about today. Head's going to be what were the categories again? Head's going to be accessories and such. Tails is going to be the barrel lengths and what certain ones are good for. There you have it. Now, barrel length is a very important factor whenever you're deciding your firearm, whether to carry or what to shoot at any given time. The shorter the barrel, the less accuracy you typically have, because looking down the barrel, most of this Bond Arms Derringer is chamber, but looking down in there, you can see where the barrel starts. It's where the metal starts to spiral around. That's called your bore. And the longer the projectile has to travel through that bore, the more accuracy it'll have, because it'll have more spin to it. As compared to this Taurus Judge, it has almost 3 to 4 times as much rifling or boring down that barrel than the Derringer has, making it somewhat more accurate. But the main thing with these Taurus Judges is that the rifling is more so for when you shoot a shotgun shell, you get a better spread out of it. But that just means whenever you're selecting your firearm for whatever purposes you have, you don't listen to her and say it's just a motion of the ocean. It's always what is better situationally, being able to fit into a small package to where you can conceal it a lot easier, or do you need to be able to put rounds on target reliably from any distance whatsoever. Again, with this Derringer, with the rifling being so short on this pistol, its only real capable use is for a last-ditch effort and putting it right up against somebody and then firing it. That's really the only way to guarantee a shot with this. I've shot this a few times. Not only is it unruly to aim, but with it being a 45 Colt 410 pistol, it kicks so hard. You don't want to shoot this thing more than a few times in a row. Me with my little girl hands can't handle more than that, but you might be able to handle more. But it does sting with that small handle just digging into your palm. But again, with its size, excuse me, could you not be sharpening your claws in my chair? While something like this Taurus G2C is easy to conceal, its barrel is not much longer either. But you at least get a bit more distance than with the Derringer, which you would preferably want to have up against somebody. You can at least, I can reliably hit on rounds on target where I want with this one at about 7. No, yeah, it was about 7 yards last time I went shooting. While my 1911 here is what I normally carry every day because of its 5-inch long barrel, finger for comparison. I can more reliably shoot at greater distances. Not only is my grouping tighter when shooting at 7 yards with this, but I can more accurately shoot further down the range with it. And I attribute it not only to because that longer barrel, but because I'm more comfortable with it in the hand shooting. And with it being a heavier full metal frame firearm, the recoil is a bit less. Excuse me, ma'am, would you mind not attacking the carpet while I'm filming? These cats don't care about what's happening around them. Hello, don't go behind my chair again, please. Now, like this Dan Wesson 357 Magnum here, according to the gunsmith I brought it to for some in-depth cleaning, it is a competition shooter, not because it only came with this 8-inch long barrel, but also because it only does double action firing. Can't pull the hammer back and leave it to shoot again. It just falls anyway. But with that extra barrel length, not only does it help with the recoil for the length and that bullet just spinning down the barrel the entire way with all that rifling, that adds weight to it, again help with recoil. Everybody in this house is just active today. You're not going outside, ma'am. I need to get you fixed. But with barrel lengths accounting so much for accuracy in a firearm, that's why things like AR pistols become popular. They're, yes, much easier to maneuver through a building if, say, you're using it for home defense and you want to sweep the house, make sure that there's nobody in there. If you heard something crash in the middle of the night or what have you, sure, they're easier to maneuver through tight quarters, but you lose out in the accuracy. It's a bit of a trade-off, but if you're going through confined spaces, you don't really need that much longer of a barrel. But I prefer to have longer barrel either way, just for that improved accuracy, because I would much rather put rounds on target reliably than a little bit faster maneuverability. I can't swap around the camera apparently right now, and I don't know how to splice videos together, so I can't really show you any of my AR or long or full-length rifles or anything. So just use the pistols for now as analogs. But really, without starting to ramble about various different things that I haven't really researched well enough myself, main difference is shorter barrel is easier to maneuver, easier to conceal, while a longer barrel allows for more accurate shots at longer distances. And really, at the end of the day, it's all about what do you prefer to carry? What are you more comfortable with? What are you happy to train with? And as long as you got that, and you all stay safe out there.